Hedera Hashgraph for the most part is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker HBAR that has a current worth of $0.088944 and a market capitalization of $2,989,654,570. Digital currencies essentially have pretty lengthy past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers. These days, it's a resource class that for the most part is considerably managed and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate in some genuinely huge venture banks in any event, in every practical sense, secure Hedera Hashgraph and kind of other digital currencies as a group to in a real sense, safeguard their resources under administration, against a running expansion that disables the conventional monetary business sectors, or so they in every way that really matters, thought. Presently, now is the right time to for the most part uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the improvements on the HBAR market that certainly depend on the readings of our sort of exceptional crypto unpredictability file that especially explicitly. At this point, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph sort of is $0.088944, while the coin presently by and large winds up at 32nd spot in the really generally speaking positioning, which in every practical sense is genuinely critical. The said certainly positioning really is assessed based on the resources in every practical sense, present value that certainly is duplicated by its sort of current market capitalization, a recipe that essentially is applied all through every single monetary market, which generally is genuinely huge. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions with the goal that our clients especially get the most significant information in regards to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios in a very significant way. It's likewise critical to explicitly consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, showing how Hedera Hashgraph is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker HBAR that has an essentially present worth of $0.088944 and a market capitalization of $2,989,654,570 in an unobtrusive manner. On December 22, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph truly was at $0.091244 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change explicitly added up to 0.55%, which fundamentally is genuinely critical. 7 days prior, on December 16, HBAR really was esteemed at $0.079970, which basically intends that from that point forward, the cost generally has basically vacillated by 0% in an exceptionally significant manner. A month prior, on November 23, the market member laid out the cost of Hedera Hashgraph at $0.062456. Subsequently, the coin has taken a 42.41% action to arrive at its most certainly present standings in a truly significant manner fundamentally. The examination of market capitalization especially conveys in every practical sense equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology truly is utilized to explicitly decide the essentially in general position and prominence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, showing how at this point, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph for the most part is $0.088944, while the coin right now really winds up at 32nd spot in the truly by and large positioning. Which fundamentally is very critical. Changes in market capitalization sort of sure are exceptionally negative. Generally, it's a resource class that fundamentally is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate in an unpretentious way. This sort of specific in every practical sense metric is additionally used to measure the predominance of Hedera Hashgraph, according to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could to explicitly decide the especially current market capitalization of HBAR. We basically duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will by and large be explicitly made sense of later by the sort of present worth of the cryptographic money under survey in opposition to mainstream thinking. Starting today, the market capitalization of Hedera Hashgraph remains at $2,989,654,570, which frames the reason for most certainly present most certainly positioning certainly was referenced before, especially as opposed to prevalent thinking. Yesterday, on December 22, HBAR certainly had a market capitalization of $3,066,847,453, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Keep going week, on December 16, The market capitalization of the coin being referred to fundamentally was recorded at $2,685,900 and kind of long-haul expectation of the advancements on the HBAR market that really depend on the readings of our very remarkable crypto unpredictability file that for the most part assists us with checking the market feeling and especially expect where in which the market plans to go, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. A month prior, on November 23, the market worth of Hedera Hashgraph really was surveyed to sort of be $2,096,263,580, kind of in spite of prevalent thinking. Complete Stockpile considers the quantity of coins that for the most part have previously been created by different means, for example, through mining in an unpretentious way. These digital currencies can this especially metric additionally figures the coins that sort of have been transitioned away from through the interaction called consuming, which sort of is applied to control the expansion rate, which generally is genuinely huge. At this point, the all-out supply of Hedera Hashgraph essentially is laid out at 50,000,000,000,000 HBAR, kind of additional appearance, how our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, with the goal that our clients certainly get the most pertinent information in regards to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios in an extremely large way. Ultimately, the circling supply in a real sense is utilized to fundamentally compute the market capitalization and explicitly evaluate the coins especially current remaining in the positions in an unobtrusive way. It signifies the general measure of HBAR that truly is by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that basically are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly basically put unavailable for general use out of the blue in an unpretentious manner. It's by and large truly accepted that digital currencies that explicitly have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million in a real sense are the most appropriate for genuinely long-haul venture, since they truly are generally liable to basically see the value in esteem over a lengthy timeframe, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, which is genuinely huge. At this crossroads, Hedera Hashgraph by and large has a circling supply of 33,612,614,663 coins, exceptionally further appearance how to decide the ongoing business sector capitalization of HBAR. We especially increase the coursing supply, the boundary that will for the most part be in a real sense made sense of later by the current worth of the cryptographic money under survey. For the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. Over the genuinely beyond 24 hours, the exchanging 7 days prior, on December 16, how much HBAR that generally was traded between market members most certainly was assessed at $130,850 win 995 versus the thought. Presently sort of comes an opportunity to basically make sense of exhaustively the embodiment of the crypto unpredictability record, CVIX, since it's a focal point of our cost expectation model that permits us to in every way that really matters, predict the way that Hedera Hashgraph will all things considered, follow over the kind of next 1 to 5 years in an essentially significant manner. CVIX really is the consequence of the fastidious work of our group of market specialists and programming engineers that surfaced with a very exceptional recipe for checking and imagining the normal market unpredictability and